Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm starting a new course on Learn C from scratch. So basically this course is designed for the beginners, and if you have a little bit of knowledge in C then you can also join. So let's get started. So if we want to learn any kind of language, first of all we need to know what is a program. A computer program is basically a set of instructions that can be executed by a computer to perform a specific task. Now, what are instructions and what is a specific task? Suppose we all have calculators, right? We said the calculator that please do 1 plus 2, and the calculator shows us the output 3. So this plus operation is a specific task which is done by the calculator. Okay, so these are called specific tasks, and basically the computer is dull, it is brainless. If we give instructions to computers, and then the computer will work according to our instructions. Basically we say computer do that, it will do that. Computer say do this, the computer will do this. So in this how. And most computer devices require programs to function properly. Yeah, if you have hardwares, and all the hardwares we have, right, and we don't have the operating system, so how it will work? So the programs operating system is also program, so we need some sort of programs to run all the hardwares together. So this is needed. And what are instructions? Yeah, coming to that in the next slide. This is the block diagram of a computer, like how computer works. So this thing is very much important because we need to know this. Okay, so we all know what is input device and what is output device. Input devices are keyboard, mouse, from where we give input to the computers, right? And what are output devices? Output devices are monitors, printers, where you get the output. These are the main important things that we will discuss now. Storage unit, we all know what is secondary storage. Secondary storage is hard disk, right, where we save the files, folders everywhere. That is hard disk. Hard disk drive. Primary storage, well, okay, there are many like pen drives, like floppy disk, which are now obsolete. Pen drives, now CDs, all are hard disk drive. Okay, where we store data. Primary storage is RAM. Okay, now secondary storage, one thing we have to understand that what is volatile and non-volatile memory. Okay, when we store some data into the secondary storage, when we switch off the computer, it won't be deleted, it gets stored into the, it remains stored into the secondary storage. But whereas in RAM, when we switch off the computer, it is deleted. Okay, so that is volatile. So it is volatile, and secondary storages are non-volatile, where the data will be remain same. Now what is control unit? Control unit is nothing but the processors, the main head of the computer. Processors, like we say, like i3, i7, i5, these are all the processors. And what is arithmetic and logic unit? In arithmetic and logic unit, every arithmetic, like plus, minus, multiplication, division, every arithmetic operation performed here in ALU. Now coming to the important thing, how a program executes in the computer. Okay, so first of all we write code. We write lines of codes into an IDE. IDE means integrated development environment, right, where we write our codes. We write it in an IDE and then we save the file into the hard disk, HDD. Then when we say execute that program, this file gets copied into the primary storage, that is nothing but RAM. All the instructions which are in this, which we wrote in this program, all instructions are copied into the RAM. How much it is copied? Depending on the size of the RAM. Okay, and the computer only understands 0 and 1. Okay, and the RAM is divided into some blocks, and all the blocks contain the instructions. All the instructions are contained in the RAM, and then from here one by one the instructions are fetched by the CU, that is control unit, like here in this unit, right here. All the instructions are fetched one by one into the control unit. What control unit does? It fetches the instructions, it decodes and executes, and then back to RAM. Okay, sent back to the RAM. Like this process is called fetch, decode and execute cycle, or you can say this is instruction cycle. Okay, so this cycle goes on until the program ends, until it reaches at the end of the program, right? Then the program ends and I get to see the output and the monitor. Okay, and this our program executes. Okay, yeah, as I said that this is a RAM. These are all the instructions are stored in the RAM. Okay, this 0 1 0 1 0 1, all the instructions. This is the CU. It fetches the instruction, it decodes the instruction and executes it, and then set back to the memory. And this how it is going on. And this program counter, what it does, it counts the which instruction is now executing, and then it does it +1 and takes back and takes the next instruction, fetch the next instruction. Okay, in this how all the instructions are fetched and execute in the central processing unit. Okay, now why do we program? Why do we need that? Yes, we have sometime this question, why do we need programs? So it does not depend on which stream you are in right now. Programming is necessary for all streams. If you are doing BSc in geography, MSc in mathematics, whatever, you need to know at least one language. That will be helpful for you. Okay, that will be surely helpful for you at some point of your life. It will surely help you. Now take a real life example. Suppose if you're a librarian and you need to do many calculations and you don't have a good software to do that, so you can do it by yourself. Just make a small program for yourself and your work will be more easier. Okay, so that's why we need to learn some programming languages. Okay, so programming is important in our daily life, enhance and increase the power of computers and internet, right? Programming is important to create softwares and applications that help computer and mobile users in daily life. Exactly, many days new programs, applications are coming into the Play Store. We all know that, and it is really helps us a lot. Now, why C? We all know C is the mother of all language, and I love C very much. Now, there are three languages, one is low level language, one is mid level language, and one is modern high level language. Now, what is low level language? Low level languages are assembly language, machine languages that all works with 0 1 0 1 like that. Okay, so not assembly language, but machine language is 0 1, all are 0 1. So these low level languages are very much tough to understand, very much tough. So, and these high level languages are easy than that of the low level language. The mid level language is connecting these two language and creating a bridge into that. Okay, so why it is also easy to learn. So now, why C is important to learn as a first language? Because in the modern level language we have many libraries, so we can do it very easily, all the tasks. But in C you have to do all the things from scratch. Suppose in modern level language we have to do a sum, so we can just write sum and enter the numbers and it will do the sum for us. But this won't happen in C. We have to write lines of codes, all lines of codes in C. I'm just taking an example, but these things happen. Okay, so all that for now. So let's hope you've enjoyed this session. We'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.